Dr. Abdulaziz Mohammed Zahir Al Hinai, Chairman ADFIAP and CEO, Oman Development Bank, distinguished delegates, friends, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to begin by sharing some of the major global issues and trends that are impacting our lives and creating new challenges and opportunities. As you know, the world barely came out of the coronavirus crisis only to face new set of challenges, some of those triggered by the Ukraine conflict. Today, the global economy is facing growing inflationary pressures, followed by aggressive interest rate hike, which in turn can cause serious liquidity crisis. And we are already feeling the heat of uncertainty prevailing around the world that is threatening financial market stability, among others. And as we talk, we are experiencing depreciation of multiple currencies against the dollar. On the other hand, nature is not pardoning us for being environmentally unfriendly and emitting more CO2 emissions than the planet can absorb. The severity and frequency of floods, typhoons, and other climate induced disasters are just few examples to this end. At the same time, technology needs to be considered as an integral part of any meaningful economic development and environmental protection. Especially the emerging and developing economies are not only facing historic challenges, but also historic choices. To address the global issues and trends, I would like to mention three key interventions that are making the national development finance institutions the nerve centers of addressing them through a highly practical and systematic approach. Firstly, the Sustainability Standards and Certification Initiative that creates sustainability certified development finance institutions. Second, the Financing 4.0 program to enable those institutions mobilize capital at scale, both domestically and internationally, to practically address global and national challenges, issues and trends, seize the opportunities they present, and radically accelerate national development in the emerging and developing economies. And last but not least, reshaping industries for sustainable economy, in short, RISE, as one of the key interventions to equip the sustainability centric, the sustainability certified institutions to drive technological progress and make fourth industrial revolution work for their countries, for their people. The ultimate goal is to use the massive power of financial capital for moving away from snail's pace economic development, which is not inclusive and not environmentally friendly, and deliver sustainable economic development with high speed. And catching speed in achieving sustainable development is today's imperative. In the emerging and developing countries, the number of young people entering labor market is higher than ever before in human history. And this number will only continue to rise as population grows and grows fast. At the same time, robots are becoming economical and practical than their human counterparts in many fields. Cheap labor is no longer a competitive advantage, but innovation, creativity, and determination to excel shapes the future of nations. And as algorithms make better and faster decisions than us, the humans, disruptive technologies, new business models, and breakthrough ideas are opening completely new opportunities to transform economies. In these very exciting and interesting times, individuals, entrepreneurs, banks, and nations can rise from zero to hero at unprecedented speed. Sustainability Standards and Certification Initiative, in short, SSCI, equips a sustainability certified development bank to deploy the capital it mobilizes for leapfrogging development, to build a new, high-tech, high value added, and high income economy that is socially and ecologically sustainable. SSCI delivers the world's most comprehensive and fully tested framework to enable a sustainability certified institution become a recognized co-creator of a new and sustainable economy, and that too on a fast track basis. It is an institution that helps unlock the talents of growing young digitally savvy population, provides them the right ecosystem in which they can flourish and turn their countries into technology hubs of the world and for the world. Sustainability certified institutions drive socially inclusive development. They are the leaders in environmental and climate protection and recognized players in technology funding space. A sustainability certified development finance institution enables the economies to transform from no or low tech and low value added to high tech and high value added economy that works for all sections of the society and does so with a sense of urgency. A sustainability certified bank creates not just jobs, but safer, greener, better, and higher paid jobs. And those jobs are created in the formal economy. By doing so, the government revenue increases, giving it the urgently required space to fund the social and physical infrastructure, avoid further budget deficits, and serve its debts through its income streams rather than with fresh loans. A sustainability certified institution enables high value exports. It enables substitution of high value imports and creation of a diversified economy, so there is no dependency on one or just few economic sectors, be they mining, oil, agriculture, textiles, or others. It is a key player in laying the foundation for strong and solid economic fundamentals, putting an end to unsustainable debts of the country in which it operates. A sustainability certified bank can help cut short what one could call the never-ending process of becoming an industrialized, a developed country. Sustainability certification makes the certifying institution under its new version, the version 2.0, a hub of tapping into impact capital. And not only the financial capital, because money alone doesn't do the trick. Sustainability certified institutions tap on the human capital, the intellectual capital of the society, the creative capital of the entrepreneurs, and the natural capital of its country to fast track its transformation and become a high-income developed country. Sustainability certified financial institutions capitalize on disruptive technologies to raise productivity levels, as that in turn raises income level. They fund the development and deployment of technology to protect the environment and biodiversity and tackle climate change. And let us consider the example of agriculture, which is one of the key economic sector in most of the countries represented in this meeting. Those sustainability certified financial institutions that have the appetite and mandate to finance agriculture, they drive agrotech or agriculture 4.0. They equip the farming community so they can move from green thumbs or green fingers to temperature and moisture sensors, IoT devices, and GPS technology. The certified institutions help farmers to minimize and even eliminate the use of pesticides, support them in deploying sensors to optimize crop yields. Certified institutions are equipped to fund modern irrigation systems for detecting soil's moisture and keeping the plants hydrated. And institutions with appetite and mandate to fund infrastructure are being fully equipped to revolutionize energy sector by decarbonizing and decentralizing it and ensuring the availability of sustainable green energy that is affordable to all. They are not only funding physical infrastructure, but also targeting digital infrastructure, which is increasingly the backbone of economic success and will be turning cities and towns in their countries into state-of-the-art technology hubs. These are only few examples, but I'm sure you noticed the role sustainability certified institutions play to expand the imaginations of the communities they serve. To industrialize the emerging and developing countries, we know that we need a new mindset and a resolve. But this time, it is about doing it right. Because the industrialization in the developed countries was achieved at a prohibitive cost. The outgoing model of industrialization costed us a world, literally speaking. It is costing us our planet, scientifically proven, because the climate change is real. Rising temperatures are real, and the increasing severity of floods and droughts is real. We know that the sea levels are rising, glaciers are melting, and natural resource shortage is the source of major conflicts globally. But we have a choice today, the choice of shaping the future or being a spectator. I invite the financial institutions present to join us in making your institutions and, in fact, the financial industry in your country sustainable, so the whole sector funds an economy that works for all and without harming the nature. I invite you to be part of a new approach of industrialization, that is, through proper channelization and proper use of capital. So we don't follow the way industrialization started 300 years ago, that is, without any regard to the environment and without addressing income inequalities. For those of you who are the CEOs and C-level executives of national financial institutions, I take this opportunity to invite you to visit us in Germany on the 1st and the 2nd of December this year, and join us and your peers from other countries and continents. Those 2 days are dedicated to kickstart a practical and meaningful process of making national financial institutions the leaders in raising the income levels through raising productivity, pioneers in environmental and climate protection, and in closing the rapidly widening technology gap between the developed and developing countries. Together, we will chart a promising, practical, and groundbreaking way forward to turn financial institutions into the nerve centers of addressing global challenges and trends, make them the game changers and the drivers of creating high-income, green, and sustainable economy. It will be a pleasure to welcome you, and I thank you for listening.